Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for joining us today. And this channel, because it's a psychic channel, it's for entertainment only. And as well, please, I get dressed. It's not that I have ADHD either.
Entertainment
Premonitions.
Whatever. No.
Yeah.
Someone advised me how to say it properly, and I'm purpose only.
For entertainment purposes only.
Okay.
And so we try to answer as many of your questions. So it's not just, things that we find out and talk about all the time, but it is answering viewers' questions. Mm-hmm. And this is live. And you're going to get your cards out today?
I'm not. And why guys are walking with wives in the middle of town, always holding their hands. The guy is walking with his wife or holding her this way or holding her hand, so she wouldn't step to the stores.
My daughter used to do that to me. She used to grab me, and if I wanted to go in a store, she grabbed me so that we'd keep on walking, or she tried. And then I would do it to her when she wants to veer off.
I was walking like that with my mom. She was smaller than me, and she was always hanging on me.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Good morning, BP. Thank you so much for writing your wonderful timestamps and being with us.
And good morning,
as a part
Heidi.
of the group, and Heidi as well.
EJ Jeer.
She's monitoring everything.
Mathanji. Sally. M.A. Gomez. Kathy McLaughlin. Alexis.
Thank you.
Jersey Girl Glimmer 17 3000.
Some new.
Yeah. Welcome if you are new to this channel.
Thank you. Oh, and the old too. We want the old.
Well, you wouldn't be on this channel if you didn't have the old ones supporting you. Julie Christensen. Sonia. Bridget York. Dorian. A lot of familiar names. Kelly Bach. Kelly Chuff.
At the
Sherry.
beginning. Oh, sorry.
No, I'll stop right now. Sonia. So anyways, thank you again. And please do post your questions when this goes live at the end, when it's not during the live, but it's after when it's posted. Please put your questions in there for Violetta to answer on Friday's video that she makes and posts on Saturday morning.
I need the nice questions.
I need nice questions.
Yeah. Well, there is so much going on, like normal, more and more actually. And today I got the phone from victim services, and they informed me the guy, you remember the guy who came to our store at the beginning of the year, February, with the axe?
Oh, yes.
He went to the court. We were not notified. He went to the court, and he got 30 days serving in the prison. So he's already 3 days, and I'm notified to know. I said, well, thank you for mustard after dinner.
Well, the police were right there. They caught him in the store.
And they knew our phone number, everything.
And they didn't contact him. Well, that was probably a good thing in some ways. You were under such
now
stress.
I wasn't. And I said, well, then I can expect him again. And she said, I don't know.
Well, I hope you get a picture of him. Well, you do know who he is anyways.
No, I never see him.
Oh, but
Richard
saw him. Anyways, that was an interesting thing, but it's a good thing with what you're going through. You don't need that.
Not everything on top of each other, yeah, and running to the court, that's maybe better, because then he don't know how I look, and maybe he will go, oh, okay, they let me out.
Anyways,
meant to be.
Yeah, everything is as it should be. The 82-year-old Kentucky minority leader, Mitch McConnell, received medical attention after falling a Republican lunch meeting yesterday.
Not the first time.
No, he has been cleared to resume his schedule after sustaining a minor cut to the face and sprained wrist. Earlier, he had apologized for not convicting Trump for inciting violence, which would have barred him from holding office again. What will McConnell's legacy be in the history books? And he did vote for Trump this past election, he said. One, 2, 3.
Grabber. He was grabbing whatever he could, so he was dishonest and working for Republicans, like grabbing power for himself and for them.
Mm-hmm.
He is not going to be likable. It's hard to like.
In the history books, considering what he's doing at the end here, where he didn't impeach,
Yeah, and
he'll be known for that more, maybe.
yeah, the grabbing,
Mhm.
the judges, everything. So he was so much in control, and on his own rights, he thinks that he was good Republican. Angel of Love, oh my gosh, I don't know. Hardworking and thinking the grass is greener on another side. Maybe it's time for him to go to the
No, but
greener, to the greener grass now. I have the feeling that his journey is
getting close.
Yeah.
Our Financial Times reports McConnell as saying we're in a very, very dangerous world right now. McConnell plans to spend his last 2 years of his term fighting back against an increasingly isolationist GOP. With Trump supposed, oh, thank you very much, Moondas Psychic.
Thank you.
With Trump coming in, will he be able to do any of that, or will they get rid of him as soon as January comes, or will they try to get rid of him sooner so he's not in there for another 2 years? McConnell, he has 2 more years in his 6-year term.
How they can get rid of him?
Well, they can put some pressure on him. Right now, Trump is really forcing.
Hey, thank you so much, Heidi. Thank you.
Trump is really enforcing the pressure to appoint to let his people in. Where before he'd back off, like on Gates, etc. Now he's putting pressure on the senators to push them through. 1, 2, 3.
Mitch McConnell feels like he is drowning in the suit, and the pressure under the water is so hard on him. He's getting in the very deep waters and too much stress. He's not feeling that he wants to stay there even. He will be making half work. So some days he will avoid to be in the Senate, so Trump will not get approval of his people. He will still be happy to be part of helping Trump when he feels like it and doing paperwork. He is so confusing. And he should be gone long time ago. I said that after election, he will feel very uncomfortable and he will try to avoid that place. But his greediness for power is overwhelming.
Seems to be a common theme for some people.
Yeah, but I don't like him, but he has brain. I don't like Trump about the brain. I think I wrote to my girlfriend that I think that will be a cuckoo nest eventually, White House, because he's putting so many cuckoo guys into it.
Now, DeJoy, he's being interviewed now. Yeah, and when he doesn't want to hear anything, like he's arguing with the senator.
Yeah.
When he doesn't want to hear anything, he puts his hands over his ears and says that he's done such a good job. He was there to replace it. Is he going to be gone soon?
I remember kids doing that when they were little, when they don't want you to tell them something.
But he was arguing and arguing and arguing. It was just amazing, and this just happened. So is he going to be gone soon? 1, 2, 3.
I think that will even be on Trump's agenda to get rid of him.
Oh, he's done his purpose, I guess.
Because I see him, Trump, as a big cloud pushing the rain on him. So eventually I think Trump will be telling him, get lost, you damaged so enough. And when first time I was asked about DeJoy, I saw a train in Paris. Whoever was in Paris, then everyone have seen that symbol of pictures of the train everywhere for souvenirs. And the train went from the second floor on the station and was hanging down, and it was like a limp hand. So it is the bottom of the train. Thank you so much, Kathy McLaughlin. I didn't see Tracy. And this one was still on the station. So the train, it took a long time to pull that train back. Well, I don't think there were people killed in that accident, and it was in late 1800 that accident. Famous train accident in Paris. You can see Tracy that time was able to put the picture on the front page of our. Yeah, good harvest for Republicans. He was looking after Republicans. He was doing everything what was good for them. So the joy was real joy for Trump.
Remember all the damage he did by getting rid of all the machines and everything. He tried to make things as difficult as possible. Plus, he had a separate company
that was close to it, and he could take the machines for himself.
Yeah.
And Canada is still on the Canada Post is still on the strike. I'm getting hackers or whatever trying to convince me to open email from them that my parcel. I know I'm waiting for the parcel, but they
don't that they're not moving.
They are not saying my name.
Yeah.
So I know it's not real, and get lost.
Heidi's asking, is it Israel's plan to find possible nuclear bombs in Syria? One, two, three.
I feel like I'm standing on top of the building that is completely damaged. I'm looking everywhere and I can't see anything, just ruins. And now Israel is going there, so the country will be completely destroyed. No, I don't see. Good for us, because that was reason to celebrate the legal things they were thinking, but he was not capable of putting Assad by them. So he was negotiating, but he was not able to get them from Russia or from Iran.
Now, there was one here about...
So they are not going to find. They might be looking, because that's a good reason to attack another country, but I'm not saying that there are, that I'm seeing any.
There was one here that's leading up to another question. Well, let's go on to this one here. Christina is asking, if the election was rigged, was it the whole election, meaning Congress and Senate, or just the presidency?
I see the whole wheel, so I think everything else, because you can't really make a wheel be good if it's missing the I saw the wooden wheel, like in the old time when people were traveling from Europe to USA, or from the East Coast.
On the wagon train?
Wagon wheel. And if you will lose one oh gosh, you will have to replace the whole wheel. So I think everything was moving smoothly, because every spot was under the strong protection. It was strong. So no, if they were rigging, and there was some rigging going on, it was related to everything.
Now, Corey is asking, this is from Monday's live, Department of National Defense has to submit a report on the election before December the 20th. What will it say and will it be made public?
First time I saw Kamala, she was signing the new senators and new people at the House, so representatives. So repeat completely the question.
Well, the Department of National Defense has to submit a report on the election before December the 20th. What will it say and will it be made public? 1, 2, 3.
Some things will be covered. It's like when you see some items on top of another, you don't have the full picture of the bottom items. Oh my. So that I don't think we will see the whole picture. Up and down, so something, and they will make a good work, but they will be afraid maybe about riots in the country, so they might be afraid of something, some situation. I don't know if they will be brave enough to show everything.
I mean, some of it has to be private. We don't have clearance.
No, we don't. And if I would have it, I wouldn't even know how I would do what DeJoy is doing. I don't know.
Well, that's how it is. Heidi's asking, will they close TikTok? One, 2, 3.
No, if they will close, they will have TokTik instead of TikTok. I think they will be able to hit them, like, you're doing TikTok. That's what the game is, TikTok?
TikTok? No, it's when they post on TikTok.
I know,
Yeah.
but in Poland we had those
Oh, TikTok, the game.
The game.
Yeah.
So I think it will still have some effect. They will close one part, but the other will hit you.
Well, they want Chinese not to have ownership of all that information.
And the Chinese don't want to give.
I know.
Partly maybe for security reason and making good choices. But I don't think they will be able to completely close. There will be brother, sister, mother, sister company that will come back and hit them
Well, it's
again.
like Blue Sky, is it?
Blue Sky is
The one that's sort of taken over from Twitter and X, which is good.
Yeah, we need competitions.
Kathy McLaughlin is asking, just a quick question. How is Kamala doing now?
No,
She's really worried about her.
I didn't know that. I'm sorry.
1, 2, 3.
I have to say what I'm seeing. It's like when you are finishing fire, there are still some sparkles coming up to the sky. You have to wait until it will be completely done, because it can spread a fire again, like when you are doing fireplace.
Mm-hmm. So you get sparks flying.
Sparks flying. So she is not completely done, but it's very close to she's very cautious not to step up on anyone's toes. She is waiting for some ship to come her way, and maybe that will be the new hope that she has. Queen of Love. She wants to give so much love to others, always giving more than receiving.
See, those even align with that the Pam Gregory one that I listened to this evening. Good news is coming.
She is believing, so that's good. I'm glad that
I
she
wish your
has.
mom would start talking to you, because you said she's talking to me.
That's probably what it is. She must have to have some issues with me.
Well, you have a past history.
No, she was never really allowing me too much to say about my psychic channel or anything. She was saying, yes, I know that you have it. And then right away she will change the subject. And it's odd. I have her mother's notebook that about her mother being, I will show you. With her handwriting about how to read cards.
Your mom's mother.
My mom's mother, Mamushi.
So it definitely passes on. It skipped her.
I started doing palm readings when I was teenager because of her book, antique book that I have prior to the war. It was a small book on how to read palms. And I went for a party from school. We were mostly girls, 7 boys, but 30 girls. And we were invited to boys' school, electrician college, for a party 100 days before inauguration. And you don't know anyone in that school. So I started doing reading for one boy on the stairs. Moment later, there was whole lineup. And my math teacher said, Violetta, what are you doing? Send those boys to the dancing room. They are waiting. The girls are sitting there and there is no one asking them to dance. But I love it. I have to say, I love it. Monday, after the party, 5 boys were waiting for me to walk me home.
And asking you questions all along the way?
Now we became very good friends.
Oh, okay.
We became friends for quite a while, yes. Not about that. Somehow they were attracted to psychic.
You wanted to know their dating future?
When I was dating, actually,
no, but for
2.
them.
Yeah, 2 of them, they have the same name, and I was dating both of them without the attachments.
Roxanne is asking, was Luigi Manon, the alleged attacker of the CEO, is he really the one? Did he do it? He's now pleading not guilty.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry, but he is the one. He is carried that heavy bag of truth, but he doesn't feel guilty because he thinks that he did what he was meant to do. And today I was hearing a story about a young girl, 17-year-old girl who was waiting. Thank you, Lynn. Barlett, thank you. And was waiting for implant of her liver. And it was delayed, the answer from the insurance, and she died, 17-year-old in Los Angeles. So, things like this must make a huge impression on him, and he was suffering. I talked with my doctor yesterday because we went from the serious subjects, and eventually I asked him, what do you think about this young boy? And he said he had a chronic pain, and people with the chronic pain, they want to save their lives, to get something out of their life. They have to have some purpose, because without purpose, they feel like they are just suffering. But when they have some purpose, so that was his purpose. I wish he will go to politics. He will be a wonderful politician. He was so bright.
Yeah, but there are a lot of politicians who are bright, such as McConnell. who take the wrong path, perhaps.
Yeah. But he could do so much goodness.
If he
but
channeled
he
it in the
didn't.
right direction. Yeah.
But he maybe knew that he don't have the time because he was suffering from since childhood with some problem with his back.
So anybody who wants to go back to Pam Gregory's channel, watch her just recent post here. I watched it this morning. Melinda Rogers is asking, when will President Biden address the nation concerning election interference? Will he address it?
Are you going to love me still or like me?
I think if he addresses it, I mean, that's part of his job. He should be doing that.
I see him sitting in the very comfy chair and debating. So he is not ready yet to do anything. Postpone.
Maybe he's waiting until the 20th.
Maybe until he has some more information, because it's like too comfy to be in a waiting room, but he is sitting and thinking like.
And so the astrologist Pam Gregory, she said that things were coming out. January 3rd is really, really an important date. And February, at the end of February, she was talking to, she was talking to somebody who was channeling and who Pam follows. Anyways, this person had said, like, it's going to be like a tower moment, didn't say tower, but it's going to be like, there's going to be a real surprise coming. And she says, but all surprises are not bad.
Yeah.
And this is going to be a good one. And that by April, things are going to go into the peace and the love, and the anxiety is going to be gone. We're on a good path. And they said, believe.
Okay.
Believe. I can only live in that world.
She can only be. I'm so glad that she's such a positive outcome. She's so positive, because I'm not always that happy-go-lucky. I want to be. I feel that there is better to be that way, but I can't make up and tell something that I'm not seeing. And it's hard on me, because I feel that sometimes it's not what people want to hear.
And she also said, don't be watching the news.
And how can
because it lowers your energy.
How can I know what's going on? I'm addicted to the news, of course.
Yeah.
And who is sending me links?
I send links of people I follow that are reputable in my mind, but I don't watch the news. I don't watch any news whatsoever. I haven't even before the election. I don't care to watch them.
And then maybe Fox News will change.
Oh yes, with Murdoch, he got his hands slapped. He can't change the.
Now he can't change the will.
The trust.
I don't know why. It's his own property. Why can't he do?
Well, he wants it to go to his oldest son, who believes in Fox News the way that it's going.
I think the youngest son.
No, the oldest one wants to carry on with that right-wing stuff, but the youngest son and the daughter, the youngest son in particular, wants to become more moderate.
I thought that that's opposite. That the younger
is it opposite? Anyways,
Lockwin or whatever. It's the youngest.
He wants just the one person getting the trust. Anyways, that can't happen. They're saying no.
They have to have the. That's so good. I am surprised that the Lockwin, I think, is the youngest, but maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, I thought that it was the youngest one who's more moderate. He wants to see a change of direction. Kathy O says, I believe Kamala didn't ask for recounts. Is they know that the US and NATO have a bigger disqualification in store for DJT. That one will stick. But more information is coming. We can't discount that.
Hopefully that will come. And in North Carolina, they were actually recounting voices for the court, yeah. Not for the state. So sorry, we have to correct.
But if all of that comes out, maybe they'll look into more things. If things come up that there was more things going on that they shouldn't be doing. We don't know. And you have to remember, Kamala is a prosecutor. They don't know anybody know anything.
Until they know
same
completely.
As the DOJ. They keep everything secret.
That's...
Trump is considering Kimberly Guilfoyle for ambassador of Greece. Why is he considering that? Junior is now dating socialite Bettina Anderson in Palm Beach. 1, 2, 3.
The sun umbrella that you have on the patio is fall down. And so she is practical when there is a sun or rain as an umbrella. So he doesn't want to completely dismiss her. He doesn't want to get rid of her. He sent her to very far away country, to Turkey. And he don't want her to spit secrets. So he is giving her something to shut him off. Oh, upside down. How come? Yeah, he still wants to lean on her. He knows that he can't anymore because she's umbrella upside down, but she can write a book, and he is protecting himself from being on her list of enemies.
Mm-hmm.
She can write. She's a lawyer, and she feels hurt, so daddy is doing
Artistic.
I'm bragging you, so you will be on my team as long as we are in the power and don't do anything stupid.
Now, it was interesting because Tiffany's father-in-law got a position, in Israel, was it? And in France, it is Jared Kushner's father.
Yeah, and ex-girlfriend of Junior. Yeah.
And then they had a thing on Midas Touch that 12 people from Fox News are going to be helping him in the White House. Oh, just amazing.
And a lot of rich people. So
it's mostly he's trying to create oligarchs. If they're not already wealthy, he's going to make them wealthy.
And that's what he is counting on. I can be wealthy because you are wealthy. So
Artistic World just wrote, I love Pam Gregory and have been watching her since 2018. Now I've been watching her way longer than that. I love the Zach channelings, and that's who she channeled. Mm-hmm. She's an astrologer, and she's not into tarot, but she is an astrologer. Boy, she's good.
I wish but then I'm surprised, like you said, in November 28 there will be something, and there was nothing. I'm not ever.
She did. There were things that were starting to come out, but you expect it. And then as they talk about, you say you don't have timelines from the other side. Well, can they not have timelines that are heading in directions? It's not that final outcome. Oh, we've got to work on you.
Oh, we have to.
I know.
Yeah, we have to have time to work on me.
Yeah, we're still working on her insurance. That should be done by tomorrow.
Yeah.
Anyways, Krista's asked, is is Trump's visit to France influence from a past lifetime? Did he have any reason to go to France from a past lifetime? Does he have even a connection with Macron from a past life?
Oh, so Don and
when he went to France. One, two, three.
In the past life, they just slightly see each other for a moment. Macron was very wealthy guy in some port. Trump has the slaves. They didn't like too much of each other, but the business. And this lifetime, that's not anything that they have love for each other. No. They just know that they have to accept each other. What am I doing? Now I have to put the cards upside the right way because I'm going. Call me Blondie, and there will be few probably upside down now, but that will have to be read the upside down.
1, 2, 3.
There is enough negative stuff, so I don't want to add any more with the negative cards. About Macron and Trump?
Trump. Well, we were on Trump. Macron and Trump from past life, you said?
They were just passing by. Macron was more reasonable guy, and Trump was a stupid lad that started just his business of slaves trading.
Yeah, because he used to go to Africa and bring slaves to
to
enslave all those people just for the money.
And he still has those men who are getting rich because of him.
Mm-hmm.
So they are following him this lifetime.
So that explains the handshake.
Oh my God. That was not.
And then hold on.
I would probably twist it. Oh God.
It was very aggressive.
But Trump wants to go bigger than you. I can control.
Oh, Lordy.
Like it was funny. For comedians probably to laugh at, but it's not funny that someone is so egocentric that he has to even show that I'm controlling you with the shake hand. All the time he feels about my ego.
That's a real small person, though.
That small person, maybe he has a bigger body, but it's small inside and very insecure. Especially that Melania didn't show up with him.
But Melania did. Melania.
But he did, and he was sent to the other corner. You don't belong here.
Krista's also asking why
happy.
Why is this happening in the world right now?
Why is
all this drama with what Trump is doing? Why is this happening in the world right now?
We didn't have in 2020 enough guts to close it.
Well, that's partly Mitch McConnell.
But yeah, I will kick his for entertainment purpose only.
2, 3.
Yeah, was still bag of dirt and needed to go to the garbage. So we have to go through that dirt bag waiting. So people will know who he really is. And we're talking about Mitch McConnell?
No, were you talking about Mitch McConnell?
Yeah.
Okay.
That he is not noble. He will go sleep, but he is protective over for Trump. And what is the question?
Why is this happening in the world right now?
And I said, because the garbage.
1, 2.
It needs to be cleaned up and go different direction. Eventually, the law will have to step down and start controlling the situation. So, election 2026 will be very interesting for Democrats to win the seats, because otherwise it will be really hard to.
They have to get in so that they can handle
but
things.
They have to get big.
Mm-hmm. And I hope they do. Inside at Tel Aviv court right now, Israeli Prime Minister Bibi Yahoo, as you call her, corruption trial continues where Bibi took the witness stand. He told the court that the charges of bribery, fraud, and breach of trust against him were an ocean of absurd. Will Bibi be convicted? And will this trial bring about his downfall as prime minister?
Oh, he don't have immunity for everything when he's prime minister. What a shame. What a shame. He should have the court like Trump has, Supreme Court. Oh, that's real shame that he has to be answering questions like that. Oh, gosh. 3 cards.
2, 3.
Like a fish fry from both sides, so they will be frying him. And he will lose some weight and some colors even because of the he will be allowed to work part-time, but he is married to Trump, kind of good friends, and they will let him to be isolated but run, to still be, maybe after the...
Well, you saw the Israeli people rebelling against him and helping him move on.
But right now he is showing them, I'm going after Syria. I will be extending the territory. So that's for some people is the most important thing there. And
Michael Popak from Legal AF, Midas Touch Channel.
I love him.
Trump had a setback as the United States Supreme Court is keeping Trump gagged in the New York criminal conviction from attacking witnesses and prosecutors, denying efforts to have the gag lifted so that he can attack the judge's wife and daughter again, Judge Juan Marchand.
And other people probably who are in there working for.
So they actually upheld it. Is this U.S. Supreme Court starting to see Trump in a different light? Will they uphold future cases regarding him and not assert their authority by always siding with Trump's team? Are they changing at all? 1, 2, 3.
Okay, I'm seeing drone flying around the Supreme Court and around the judges' houses. They will be afraid of vigilantes.
If they sided with him or sided against him?
Now they will start thinking for themselves what is right, because it's so easy to side with him, and they did. But there will be copycats of this vigilante, and there will be people who will scare others. So they will start thinking for themselves, is this right? What if someone will be upset with me?
They don't want to end up like the CEO, I guess.
No, they don't, but I see a drone, so they will be cruising around them. They will feel very insecure because there can be a friendly drone, unfriendly. They will be afraid. They will not trust, and they will have to think about making decisions. Yeah, they will still try to be connected with Trump, but they will be thinking more. So maybe postponing, not answering.
You saw it going into the justice system trying to decide this election. That was going to be a real hurricane, and that it would ultimately come to the...
But Biden has to first poke that.
Yeah, he'll have to do that when he gets the information. But you saw them also, the Supreme Court would ultimately end up having to make a decision, but they may choose not to because they'll see that it's swung towards Kamala. So I hope that happens.
I hope to,
NBC,
let me to be positive.
NBC Politics, Trump's DOJ secretly obtained phone and text message logs of 43 congressional staffers and 2 members of Congress during the Justice Department's investigation into the leaks of classified information in 2017 and 18. What are the next steps for the Justice Department as truth continues to be revealed to the public? They keep on revealing more and more information that we get about the crookedness of that whole administration and Barr and Trump and everybody.
But what is his reason to poke at that, to show it like it's
like
against him?
Why are they releasing this now that Trump
but it's against him, actually.
For who?
For Trump, because they were spying on him.
No,
Democrats.
They were spying on the message logs of 43 congressional staffers and 2 members of Congress.
That were related to Trump?
When he was in the White House. They were listening in on getting the logs of 43 congressional staffers and 2 members of Congress during that time. And it said that it's into the investigation into the leaks of classified info in 2017, 2018. Why is this coming up now, and what are they going to do about it?
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
To mud the water. So if you would do that, everyone will be thinking that it's a muddy and that they need to be cleaned up. and he wants to bring the Patel, Kash Patel,
But
to
he's the one
clean
who,
up.
he's the one who, to make it go away like Mueller report.
Yeah,
And this is going to be on,
but he wants to clean up.
this is going to be Jack
He wants
Jack
to.
Smith's get rid of the documents.
He is thinking about feeling himself very secure, letting people out, and upside down. So he will not be able to count on CIA and FBI and so on. He will be from CIA, so it's not that he will be able to count on them, and that's his goal, to make sure that people know that it's not reliable.
And Kathy McLaughlin had asked on the Monday Live, do you see Trump actually using the military against American citizens that protest?
I see a symbol of mother holding the child so it wouldn't fall down. And so the military might hold his hand and tell him, don't do that, because you might build up so much pressure for that it will be against you.
One,
Or against us.
2, 3.
I have 2 cards, okay. Yeah, that will be silly. They will tell him, do a good job, but don't do it. What will reunite people, not this. And observe, don't rush, don't do this. They will be on opposite side of the wall. They wouldn't make him to feel that he can do everything what he wants. But he will still be,
If he has an opportunity.
when he can see his chances to be mean, he will do it.
Nice guy.
Okay.
Last question. Tina Leno is asking, how does Mr. Trudeau, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, feel about being called our governor? He was talking about that as well. So how does,
as well, state. We are state, not country. We are state, or
the 51st state?
51st state of America. What a... Did I express myself enough?
That's good enough.
For Canadian? Well, I have Canadian citizenship so
1,
many years.
2, 3.
My second country. Well, if he could shoot him, he will shoot him.
Who?
Trudeau.
Trudeau would shoot him?
Yeah.
He's more
He wants Canada to be secure. He feels that he can make problems for Canadians, be dysfunctional, but the whole world is watching. But Trump wants us to be...
Well, he got that as well from, I think anyways, this is my opinion only, from our premier, who's in cahoots with the MAGA governors. She belongs to she's the only outside country that's part of this 9 group.
Send her to Abbott and
and when she was campaigning for her position to be the premier, she accidentally said that she was running for governor.
Oh.
She's always believed in that. And she'd like, Alberta to separate away and join whatever, be independent. Anyways, so that's my personal opinion.
Do you have prayers?
Yep. So prayers for ECs.
For remedies, I will say before.
Okay.
If you have some wounds on legs or swallow legs, feet, and you are diabetic, put the Epsom salt in
if the wound is not open.
If it's not open, put them in the warm water. Put warm water in a bucket or bathtub, and sunk the legs for 15 minutes every second day. I thought, well, every day would be good because that's what the doctor said, but every second day, because if you are doing this every day, you might have too much magnesium, which is great, but too much can cause diarrhea. So I'm telling my husband every second day, And the doctor is telling him every day. So we will see how my husband.
Who he listens to?
Yeah, but when I told him every second day, then he was not doing for 4 days. Go figure, a guy.
So prayers, ECZAPIGA, prayers to everyone that needs them. She's also asking for prayers for her husband. On Monday, he was not feeling well with chest pains. Her son drove him to the hospital. He had a 95% blocked heart valve. And 2 hours later, he got a third stent. Prayers as well for her son, who is still recovering from the hit and run accident.
Oh,
I remember that one, what she asked for. And prayers for myself as I have breathing problems and we'll see a specialist on Friday.
oh boy.
You're going through an awful lot. And we
Oh
do.
my gosh. It's UZAP. And to all of you who are struggling with any illnesses, any discomfort, any insecurity, and panic attacks, and stress of the way you are preparing yourself for Trump or thinking about him even. So we are sending you all the best energy, stay positive.
And then watch it on the rerun and it comes back to you. Walk the talk.
Oh yeah, I can give myself good advices.
Kelly Bach is also mentioning in the live, getting out of hospital after 16 days, ready to go home today or tomorrow.
Oh, good.
Great
for you.
news,
I'm
Kelly.
So
Thank you.
Get out from there and be happy at home. It's much easier to suffer at home than somewhere else.
It is.
Normal, boring is wonderful. Believe me, boring is beautiful.
I'm never bored.
No, me either, but I think boring will be wonderful. It's nice to think only about parties and discos and.
I don't think about those either.
No,
I go into my own little world. I live in my own little world. Anyways.
No, but I remember how happy I was when I was thinking that I have to be ready for Friday. I have to look beautiful. I have to have new high heels.
You remember doing that?
Oh, I did. I could dance whole night. And I love it.
And I have to laugh because I just became active. Like I've been active politically anyways, but I just joined the board of a political party to help get somebody elected in our area.
Yeah, good for you.
Yeah, I have no life, but I figured they could use my knowledge.
And as well, prayers for the guy who was killed, Brian.
The CEO.
CEO and his family. And as well, prayers for Luigi. I'm feeling his pain. And
he doesn't want to be transferred over to New York.
Well, he is not letting them to be he just wants to push as much as possible step away because he wants to make some comments when they are moving him and so on. So he wants to be more problematic
But he did bring attention to a really.
Yes, and that's what he did. Even that was maybe too harsh, but
I can't imagine shooting somebody in the back.
No, I couldn't. I can't imagine shooting anyhow back or front.
No, I don't believe in.
I'm not even hitting anyone.
Except for me. She's always going like this.
That's not hitting. That's just giving you signals. Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining us.
Love each other. Be nice to each other and be positive like Cheryl is. She is wonderful with that way.
Oh, Kelly Chuff is asking, please pray for my husband who has lost the use of his arms and was in and out of the hospital without getting any answers. Oh, I'm so sorry for that, Kelly.
Yeah, that's another thing with the healthcare.
Thank you very, very much. Remember, submit your questions onto the replay of this, the repost of this for Friday's video where she'll get questions. And then it's posted on Saturday. And for that video, people have an opportunity to receive a gifted reading by Janet and Tom Berg, a half-an-hour reading valued at $100
so
US.
They pay for it and then you can have it.
It's their gift to a viewer. So anyways, that is whoever puts a comment on Saturday's video.
For the as well for their health
Yes, they do need it.
and my husband's health.
And your health.
I will survive, but he
You will
needs-
survive, but you are. You need
Thank
the
you
help
so
as well.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Gracie says, Mitch McConnell